It's Easter weekend, y'all. Easter weekend. Easter's a great holiday developed by the Christians so they could celebrate the murder of their Savior by hiding happiness from children. It's great to be here in Sandusky, named after the Native American word for roller coasters. You guys are known all the world over for that statue of that little boy you have. We tried to take pictures with it for the last 2 years, and I hadn't been able to yet because it's always been put away. Because if you guys don't know, the city of Sandusky has a problem historically with vandalizing that statue. Okay, who'd have thought a Sandusky would have a hard time keeping their hands off a little boy? In 1862, the city of Sandusky, you guys and three of the people on the show tonight went to Middle Tennessee State University, which is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The city of Sandusky in 1862 actually invaded Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Did you guys know that? No. Stones River Battlefield in Murfreesboro, Tennessee is where you guys are the descendants of people that actually invaded Tennessee and they killed my ancestors. Seriously, that really did happen. And we've got statues and cannons and all kind of monuments in Murfreesboro, Tennessee that are literally there because of the people that you guys came there and killed. It's crazy. We have participation trophies littering the fucking South, y'all. I'm trying to figure out where y'all's at for winning. When we were doing this for the first time, they had a rally in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but they had White Lives Matter rallies. Did you guys hear about any of those happening? They were having one in Murfreesboro the first time that we came here because they were upset that they were going to remove statues that belonged to Nathan Bedford Forrest, the first Grand Wizard of the KKK, and they were coming there in the defense of that. The day they decided to have that, 8,000 protesters showed up. And the weather was kind of like today. So the KKK guys, head to toe white outfits, man boobs. It quickly becomes the saddest wet t-shirt contest that there has ever been. They didn't show up, right? And you know what nobody likes, and I mean nobody, is a soggy cracker. I think we all might even be able to agree on this. All those statues of Nathan Bedford Forrest, all those participation trophies in the South, I think we should replace every single one of them with the same person. I think they should all be replaced with statues of Dolly Parton. Yeah. Because that lady is a national treasure. She buys books for children, she sings great songs, and who doesn't love a statue you can motorboat? That's right. There's all kinds of statues with fake hair. I want one with fake titties. I want to see some people chip some teeth. I'm just saying, it's a good idea. I'm from Sparta, Tennessee, if y'all don't know where I'm from. Sparta is a long, long way away from here, and it is a very small town. Smaller than Sandusky, in fact. So small, you can fit all the accomplishments from Sparta, all the accomplishments we've ever had on one sign. We've only ever done 3 things, y'all. 3 things. And we've got that sign on the way into town, and it lists all 3 of the things we've ever done. We were the home place of Lester Flatt, famous bluegrass guitar player, played the Grand Ole Opry. Also, the 1998 and 99 state boys basketball championship, 5A basketball championships of the state of Tennessee. And we were the home place of the 2003 Miss Teen USA. Yeah. Runner-up. Right. She did not win. It's fine, though. I like my win with a little bit of disappointment already on. It's like what we're saying, though. It's like, come to our town for the basketball and the bluegrass music, but stick around for our disappointed teenage daughters. Seriously, the first thing I look for in a woman is self-esteem. Because if they don't have that, then maybe I've got a chance. I've been trying some online dating lately, y'all. Y'all have done any online dating? I got on Tinder. No, liars. I got on Tinder. I was so impressed, y'all. I matched with a girl that managed 2 Subway restaurants. 2. I have never met a woman that was that into making me a sandwich. I figure it's like being married to a stripper, though, right? You get married to the girl that manages 2 Subways, you never get a sandwich again. I learned recently about manscaping, y'all. Y'all know about manscaping? Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I've been married for years. I got divorced. I didn't know manscaping was a thing. But I found out men were now shaving their pubic hair, but I didn't realize that we weren't using styles. all my porn knowledge was from the 80s. It was fucking weird, y'all. I didn't know why she was laughing, if it was because I was uncircumcised or if it was the landing strip, but it was either the turtleneck or the style. She didn't like one or the other. I got a little brother with Down syndrome that I help take care of, which is fucking wonderful. I stole his shirt. Oh yeah, clap to that. This is his Down syndrome awareness shirt. And this is a true story. I got home, y'all, at my house, and my mom one day was just sobbing, crying. I didn't know why she was crying, just sobbing, like just standing in the corner, and I didn't know what was going on. I figured one of my grandparents had died, right? That happened a couple months later. But I walked up to them, Mom, what's wrong? What's wrong? I tried to give her a hug. Your brother? And I look over, my brother's sitting right there. He's fucking fine. Your brother? She's just crying. What's wrong? Today at school, your brother was leaving class. He was going outside, and he ran away from the teacher. And then he got on the school bus, and there was nobody in it. And he locked everyone out. And at this point, I'm trying not to grin, y'all, because I don't want to encourage this. But that's the moment I found out my little brother stole a school bus. And what he had done, y'all, is he had just ran away from the teacher. He has Down syndrome, he's special needs, but he is a big boy. And he ran away, he got on the bus, and he shut the door because the driver wasn't there. And his whole class gets out of school at the same time. And then all the other kids got out of school. So what he was doing was sitting there like it was the ride at Walmart. He's got in the seat, steering the steering wheel, waving at the other kids as they're coming out. They're like, "Hi, Joe," while my mom runs around this bus screaming, "Get out, get it!" It won't open. Finally opens the door, gets out of the bus, and and she's like, and then we came in, and I'm like, he didn't get in any trouble? No, he didn't get in trouble. Oh my God, guys, if I was retarded, I would steal a school bus every fucking day. That shit sounds like the most fun ever. He had a little dog for a while, y'all. He had a little dog, and that little dog was kind of strange. The little small ones that shivered a lot. And we're not sure what happened, but I don't know if it was that he thought that dog was cold, or if he thought that it would be fun for it to spin around. But he put it in the microwave. It was fine. It was fine. My mom was able to get it out in time. She was able to save it. And she was able to give it away to a very nice Chinese family. They said it was the best dog they ever had. I used to be, like I said, I used to be married, y'all. I used to be married. It was a storybook affair. Well, more like a movie. The movie was Forrest Gump. I was retarded, and I fell in love with the stripper. Forrest Gump has a much happier ending, though. Much happier ending. She dies of hepatitis B. I didn't write it. It's not my fucking story. Oh, shit. I got 3 kids, y'all. Anybody here got kids? Y'all got kids? I have 3 of them little fuckers. And the oldest now is 12. I got an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 12-year-old. My 12-year-old had her birthday a couple months ago, and she was coming up the stairs. I was trying to be a good dad, right? I made cupcakes and shit. I was like standing there waiting to say happy birthday when she got to the top of the stairs, like when she opened the door. Standing there, and all 3 of them come in. I can hear them talking already. They open the door. And before I can even say happy birthday, first thing out of her mouth is, "Dad, do you know why my mom, on her bed, on her side of the bed, there's a dog collar, but it's not a regular dog collar. It's like pink leather, and there's spikes on it, and there's a thing that like a padlock on the front with a heart on the padlock, and then there's a chain, and it's got like a leather handle, and then on the other side of the bed there's a key with that same heart, the exact same heart on the padlock. Why would our mom have that on her bed?" I'm trying to be a good dad, right, y'all? Like, I'm sitting there like, it's her birthday. I come up with the perfect answer. Look her right in the eyes, y'all. "Honey, I don't want to spoil the surprise. It's your mother. She's gotten you a puppy for your birthday." It's the right solution. And then I texted her mom and said, "You might want to get her a puppy. And maybe put away your sex toys." My son the other day, and the same kids, my son, the 10-year-old, has his tablet, and I'm sitting in the kitchen, and he starts fighting with his sister over it. I don't know why initially, but yeah, kids, when they get to fighting over shit, they're just like dragging back and forth, and that shit's kind of funny to me, because like the animation of it, then I don't care if they break that $50 tablet, it doesn't matter that much. I wasn't that interested in stopping it either, until the moment that I heard, "But your Pornhub searches." And If we remember the story up to this point, he is 10. And me, I'm interested immediately because shit, he might know some shit I don't know. Kids might be advanced now, I'm not sure. I walk over and just dad hand that shit, right? Just take it from, and I have it in my hand, but I'm trying to make this a teaching moment. Because you don't want your kids to be uncomfortable and not know about things. I say, guys, look, porn's fine, it's normal, masturbating's normal, all that stuff's completely normal. It's not a big deal even. If you've got any questions about sex, any questions at all, you can always ask me. And my 8-year-old, right then, I guess he'd been waiting. Like, he jumps up, Dad, sometimes when I get nervous or I get scared, my penis is standing straight up. And I didn't understand it the first. I was, what? He said, Dad, when I get scared or nervous, my penis is standing straight up. And I said, oh, buddy, that's totally normal. That happens to lots of people. That's a fear erection. Totally normal. He said, sure, I was worried. I didn't know. I'm glad that doesn't happen when I'm around my girlfriend. There's no such thing as a girlfriend erection, right? And I said, oh no, buddy. You're going to feel so dumb one day when you find out that the girlfriend erection, that's easily the most common type. It's way more common than the wife erection. All right. So at this point, though, no more questions. They don't have any more questions. And now I'm just like trying to get back to these Pornhub searches because I'm curious at this point what he's been doing. And I clicked to see what he searched for. And the first, he's only searched for 2 things. The first search is just for gay. That's when I found out. Yeah, but and it doesn't bother me at all. I kind of would like to have a gay son. I can't dress myself. I need someone that could help me out with a lot. Like, if I could be on Queer Eye, it would do me a lot of fucking good. And having him at home with me would mean I wouldn't have to go search that out, right? That's fucking perfect. I don't care at all. Now look, the second search is just gay black. He's not racist. Fucking great, right? And I don't know what else to do, y'all. So I take the tablet and I show it to the 3 of them. And I say, just come over here and look at this. And I reach up and I say, look here in the corner. And y'all all know about this. Look here in the corner. This is where you click to turn on incognito mode. Solve that problem. Anybody here play sports? Got any athletes? Athletes? Yeah, no, you didn't, Nick. You don't have the legs to play any sport. You could be on a professional video game team, but that's all you're doing. Marching band was where you were.
Hey, Brook.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
I have no idea who the fuck that is. But there are nipple clamps.
I don't need those. Who got picked on by people that played sports? Anybody get picked on by people who played sports?
Woo!
You guys will like this joke better.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, people
Well,
like.
I got picked on by you guys.
That is a sad story. Yeah, that's the saddest story. My 10-year-old gets in the car the other day, and he's never played like school sports or league sports, and he's 10, right, y'all? And he gets in the car and says he wants to play soccer. And I'm cool with that. I'd take him to that, but I look at the thing, and I knew it was going to happen. I look at the second page, he's got to have a sports physical. Any of y'all know what a sports physical is? We had a sport. Okay. Well, my 10-year-old's never had a sports physical. He does not know what that is, and I figure I gotta warn him before he gets there, right? So, son, if you want to play soccer, it says here that you've got to go to the doctor and get this thing done. And what's going to happen is he's going to take you in the room. He's going to do the normal doctor stuff. He's going to check your blood pressure. He's going to check your weight. He's going to see how tall you are, and then he's going to take you in he's going to put some gloves on. He's going to tell you to take off your pants. And then he's going to tell you to take off your underwear. And he's going to make pretty strong eye contact. Like, he's going to look right at you. And he's going to reach down, he's going to, between your legs, and he's going to grab your testicles, and he's going to roll them around a little. And while he's doing that, he's going to say to turn your head to the left, just to the left a little, and then cough it. He's going to tell you to do that. It doesn't make any sense, but while he's doing this, he's going to be feeling around a little. And my son says, you're making this up, right? This can't be true. And I said, no, son, totally true. This is totally true. Furthermore, you've seen football and basketball and baseball and UFC on TV. Every athlete you've ever seen, son, every male athlete, in order to play sports, we had to be molested, just a little bit. It's just something that happened to every male athlete. It's why they're so angry. That's why most of them are mad. They don't want to talk about it. It's fine. But if you want to play sports, you're going to have to get molested, but just a little bit. And if you want, do you really want to go through with that? And he said, well, if I play soccer, does my sister have to come to my games? I said, well, you had to go to some of her volleyball games. She'll have to come to some of your soccer games. That's just how everything works out. And he said, well, then I want to play. I looked right at him and said, son, you're telling me you're willing to get molested just to inconvenience your sister just a little bit? Yeah, I am. He didn't hesitate a bit, y'all. Now, I looked him right in the eye and said, son, I'm not going to take you. I'm not going to take you to get the physical for that. And furthermore, and he's got a stepdad that was his soccer coach, y'all. His stepdad coached him in soccer and everything a couple years ago. And I think you guys could agree with me on this. I think his stepdad should take him. Because if you're going to bond with anybody over getting molested, shouldn't it be your stepfather? That's like my balls break. Holy shit. Well, that was my time. We're going to get we are going to get our second comic up here right now. And she is a very funny lady. She's the reason I wrote a good joke about this too. You guys ever look at Pornhub? No. Pornhub added an extra section the other day, y'all. Pornhub added an extra section where they now have, if you're hearing impaired, there are sign language interpreters that will interpret porn for you. Where you can watch them doing sign while you're watching the porn, which for me was fucking awesome because for years, you guys, I've just been masturbating to sign language interpreters. And this is the first time I've ever felt like I had their consent. Let's welcome our very, very, very funny sign language interpreter back up here, Miss Michelle Muldoon.
He did not know I was a sign language interpreter and told that joke at an open mic where I was. And everybody else in the audience, who's known me for the same amount of time that he has, was real fucking weirded out. Everybody was really upset. No one more than me, though. So what the fuck? Hey guys, I'm 30. I'm going to be 31 in like a week and a half. Thank you. I'm like a Toledo 19, though. Nick said that would work. Normally I say I'm a Florida 19, and in Tennessee, that goes over real well, because everyone in Tennessee's been to Florida before. But I realize that y'all are too far up here. It's never going to happen. It's not relatable. So I'm a Toledo 19, which Nick promised meant something. He promised it meant something. He didn't actually promise anything. I just trusted him as a friend. And here we are. Like, I'm 30, but I'm a Toledo or Florida 19, depending on what part of the country you live in. And also, I'm going to have to live for the rest of my life knowing that I had bangs when I got married. And I have to look at those pictures for the rest of my life. And that is my cross to bear on this Easter weekend. I think we can agree who the real martyr is here. They were short. It was a thing. Cool. Some of you, a lot of men here in the audience. If I was going to do a chain of emojis to describe the audience, it would just be 3 hot dog emojis. Just hot dog. I know a lot of you like to send pictures of your dicks to women via text message or Snapchat, or I've been out of the game a while. I don't know how you assault people over the internet now, but it used to be just text messages. You guys like it a lot, and I'm here to say don't do it unless you get asked for it. But I know sometimes you're just like, I must. My dick is so good. I mean, like, it's not. But like, your dick, you're just like, it's so good right now that I have to share it with the world. And if you feel like you absolutely have to, at least dress it up like something the recipient wants. Like a hot dog. Like, at least put it in a bun. It's literally the least you can do. You can learn a lot about a man based on what kind of condiments he uses for his hot dog dick pic. Is he kind of a classic good old boy type? Maybe he just says like a ketchup and mustard, and you're like, wow, what a normal dude you are. Some guys like to dress it up a little more. They like to do more of a Chicago dog situation. I know that seems like a lot, but nothing makes your dick look bigger than those tiny sport peppers. She will definitely be impressed. And like what, you have celery salt in there? That's like, wow, this man has a stocked spice cabinet. He's ready to be a father. He's ready to do it. I think though, however, I think we can all agree that the sexiest of the hot dog dick pics are the chili cheese dog ones. And everybody, you guys are like, yes, you're absolutely right. Sometimes when I get to that part of that joke, there's an audible like from the audience as though that's the line. Like, they were like, pickles, onions, celery salt, sport peppers. The whole thing, that was all fine. But the chili cheese dog, that's a step too far. You monster. The worst. Speaking of like questionable text messages, I got a text recently that just said, "You up?" And I was like, if we were not already married, this would be the last text conversation we ever had. The worst. I am married. Thank you. Yeah, no, bangs. If you'll recall from earlier, the bang situation. I am married to a man. No one was more surprised than my parents by how that shook out. They were like, "Oh, no kidding. All right. Oh, okay." He's very long eyelashes though, and I get, I get it. It's fine. Marriage, though, guys, forever, y'all, it's a long fucking time. Forever, you really realize after a while that, wow, forever just keeps going. It just keeps going, and so you're trying to, like, keep it spicy, because forever, like this, I'm talking decades more that we have to do this. And so you try to keep it spicy, and the fastest way to do that is lingerie, which is expensive and itchy, and I want nothing to do with it. I want no part of it at all. I just like, give me something that I can use. Give me something sturdy. Give me like a crotchless granny panty. Stay with me here. Like a high waist, no roll waistband, 100% cotton, like a good Fruit of the Loom style, stark white. Okay. So they were stark white, and then you threw them in with a load of towels. And so now they're like a dingy heather gray, but they're still sexy, though. They're still sex. It's like for the practical side of sex. Like when it's laundry day, but you still want to be up for anything. The crotchless granny pair. It's going to catch on someday. Someday you're going to be in Target, and you're going to be like, oh, no kidding. And you're going to think back to today. And you're going to say, I hope she's doing well and hasn't given herself bangs again. I hope she got a therapist instead of a haircut. That's cool. My husband, I figured out that I can get him to do essentially anything that I want him to, as long as I make the request as though I am telling him he has the biggest dick I've ever seen. So, like, do you want to be designated driver? It's only street parking, and I don't know if you can do it. The parking spots are just, they're so tight. And then I have a ride anywhere I need to go. Anywhere I need to go. Just he's in the car already. It's good. Or like do you really think you can fit more dishes into that dishwasher? I'm sorry. It's already so full. Dishes are done. The dishes, they're done. The problem is that now he's constantly vacuuming with a boner. But you know what I have to say is results are results. Clean carpet's a clean carpet. We do what we have to do. We do what we have to do. Part of being young and married is that you know a lot of other young married people. A lot of the young married people that we know are starting to have kids, and I've noticed the trend is that they give their kids like old people names.
Oh no.
Oh no, uh-oh. Somebody in the audience has a kid with an old person name. He's got Mortimer. Morty. It's like, we just call him Morty. It's normal, it's fine. This is 2019, it's normal. No, I can only assume that they want their kids to have old-timey diseases to match their old-timey names. Because they're also not vaccinating them. Which is weird. They're just like, oh, baby Aloysius. Oh, is your child named Aloysius? Okay, alright, well, we're gonna reset that joke. That's cool. Maybe, I was just kidding, that's a cool name. No, I was just joking, that was good. Sweet baby Alistair. Are you fucking kidding me? I have no other old-timey names to go to. Jesus Christ.
That's a pretty old-timey name.
It's a Jesus. Oh, sweet baby Jesus Christ. He's too precious and delicate to be pumped full of all those chemicals. Meanwhile, polio's like, don't call it a comeback. I was just like, school nurses now. School nurses are doing their back-to-school shopping at antique malls. But it's like, do you think we can fit this iron lung into the office? I think we can. We might have to take the door off the hinges. But I think we could do it. What I'm trying to say is vaccinate your children. I don't care if they have weird names. Give them vaccines anyway. Fight with me about it later if you want, but I'm right. That's I'm right. Cool. I come from I'm going to step over here for this because y'all can't. I come from a skinny family. I come from a skinny family. All of them very skinny, and I was dealt this hand. Where everybody else is like, my mom is always like, I lost too much weight. Do you want these pants? And I'm like, no. What do you think? I'm like, I'm a little teapot, and everybody else. We used to have this game when I lived with them. It was called the Wii Fit. The Wii Fit, which is a game that it combines all the joy of video games with all the terror and humiliation of group exercise. It is not the best when you are the fat one in your skinny family. So the Wii Fit, in case you never played it, it's got like a board that you step on. And then at the beginning, it has you do, feats of strength. And then like weighs you and then plays a nice little song for you. So my little brother, when he gets on the Wii Fit, it plays the piccolo for him, which I think we can all agree is the thinnest sounding of all the concert band instruments. It is. When I get on there, it goes. It played a tuba for me in front of my whole skinny family. Played a tuba for me. Despite all of this, I got real into the Wii Fit for a while, like real into the Wii Fit. And my favorite game to play was the imaginary hula hoop. So it was like, it was like this. It was this guy's favorite too. Thank you for sharing that with me. It makes me feel less alone in this world. Yeah, so you would do this, and I got real good at it. I would do it for 12, 15 minutes at a time. And I was every morning I'd get up, I'd drink my coffee, and I'd be like, it's time for the fucking imaginary hula hoop. You know? I would do, and then sometimes you have to go the other way too, because you don't want to get, one side of whatever part of your body that's working to be buffer than the other side. So you got to do the other one. And I did it every morning until one fateful morning when I was right in the middle of doing my imaginary hula hoop. I'm probably 12 minutes into my 15 minutes. I'm sweating my fat ass off. I'm sweating my balls off. And the man from the electric company, well, okay, I'm sorry, I can't overwork it. The guy from the electric company, he walks up the driveway to read the meter, and we make, there's a window right here in front of, and we make awkward eye contact as I'm doing my imaginary hula hoop, red in the face, huffing and puffing, soaking wet, just in like a sports bra, and he can't see that I'm standing on the Wii Fit. I'm sorry guys, I just got too much time. He can't see that I'm on the Wii Fit. He can't see that there's a television in front of me. All he sees is some fat weirdo. Just like, oh, you're coming to see how much electricity we're using? It's been a lot. And that was the last time I did the Wii Fit. It was weird, I didn't like it. Did not like it. Alright, let me paint for you all a picture. You're on a date with someone you met for the first time. It's going real good. You're picking up what they're putting down and vice versa. You're going to leave this bar together. You're very excited. Maybe it's been a while. I don't know your life. Maybe it has. It's been a while. You're making out in the Uber. You remember it's your account that the Uber was called in. You don't even care that you're going to lose a star. That's how good it is. You're very excited. You're making out. You get back to their house. It's on, guys. It's on. You go upstairs. You fall into the bed. You're just making out. The clothes start to come off, and then the shirt comes off, and the person you've come home with just has an insane clown posse tattoo. They just have, it's just there. Do you still fuck them?
No.
Do you still fuck them, or do you just like take a swig of Faygo off the nightstand and whoop whoop dive roll out the window? Which do you do? Now I feel like if they were already apologizing as the shirt was coming off, if it was just like 1997 was a weird time for a lot of us, and then the shirt came off, I'd probably still do it. I want you all to really think about that. Something I've learned about Ohio is that a lot of y'all have ICP tattoos. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Pat's gonna stand up. Everyone, I'm sorry, this doesn't need to make it into the final recording. And he's drinking fucking Faygo. This is a comic stream, you guys. This is a fucking dream.
What kind of crazy psychic bitch are you?
It's what kind of a, I don't know. I was like, I wonder if this joke will travel to Ohio, and it turns out it's better here than it's ever been. Everyone in here, this doesn't have to make it into the final recording, or it does, that's fine. But everyone in here with an ICP tattoo, if after this show is over, if we could just get a picture, I just want to be surrounded by people's ill-advised insane clown posse tattoos. I just want faded hatchet men as far as the eye can see. Just around my face. That's what I want. And then I want to make it my Facebook profile picture. And then bask in all the likes that I get. And know that I truly am popular, right? I just want to know. I'm so glad that you're doing well enough to come out. Just sit down there. I'm really happy to see you're so brave. Just all of you with your insane clown posse tattoos and your medical marijuana coming out. Okay, ladies, I'm really fucking tired of seeing like put together women who have their shit together, their lives together, coming into places with their like Steve Zissou, Where's Waldo looking ass boyfriends. I'm tired of it. It's like that top looks like it's made out of real silk. You don't have to do this to yourself anymore. You know, you wouldn't miss it. You wouldn't miss it at all if you never had to see him play theremin in his noise rock band ever again. You wouldn't. You wouldn't be sad for a second. You know, you have an MBA. You don't have to date men who dress like cartoon tugboat captains anymore. You don't have to. What? Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Oh, your grandfather was a cartoon tugboat captain. Oh, okay. It makes you feel safe and comfortable. Oh, okay. You know what else is comfortable? A 401k and a couch or a bed that doesn't turn into a couch. I'm gonna go back and do that punchline again because it's better when I say it right. We can edit this. Oh, I'm sorry. Your grandfather was a cartoon tugboat captain and it makes you feel safe and comfortable. You know what else is comfortable? A 401k and a bed that doesn't turn into a couch. You don't have to do it anymore. Stop fucking man children. They won't learn otherwise. And if you feel like you're about to, just whoop whoop, dive roll out the window, y'all. You can always bail out, even at the last second. All right, I'm very interested in what I like to call sports grandstanding, which is at the end of a sporting event when the press goes out on the field or the court or whatever and does the interview, and it's like, so what the fuck happened out there? And then the athlete is just like. 110%, leaving it all out on the field. Coach, better luck next time, working real hard. Like, that's it. Like, we don't really know. I've learned nothing about football from any of that. It's fine. It got me wondering, though, about, like, other more obscure sports and if they have the same sort of thing. And I was thinking about everybody's favorite ice sport. I mean, everyone's favorite ice sport, curling. And what that might look like after a curling match, and it's something like, we weren't sure that Gordo was going to be able to perform tonight. You know, he had that Zamboni injury, hurt his shoulder. We weren't sure he was going to be able to do it, but he's been working real hard. He's been helping his wife out a lot at home, and he was able to sweep us into a W for the Great White North. I'm like, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You ever played shooting? One more time. One more time. That's the one.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. Come on, I know you know it. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Just the girls now. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you very much.
show Muldoon, everybody. It's fucking great. And our next comic coming up to the stage right now, he is the co-founder of the Broken Record Show, which is the Guinness Record Book holding show for the longest running comedy show in history. Give it up for Mr. DJ Buckley.
That's right, I did a show for 8 days straight. So imagine this, but like even worse. Like just it doesn't end. You're like, can I go to sleep? And I was like, no, we're still going. And then you fall asleep and you wake up and it's still going. And it's the worst thing on the planet. It is. It's great. I miss it a lot. We'll do it again. So a little about me. One time, my grandpa told me a story for 45 minutes, and it took me 30 minutes to realize he was just telling me an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger that he watched. It took the phrase, and then Walker stepped in, and I'm like, God damn it. This was longer than the episode. We could have watched it and then just talked about it. Like, how'd you do that? How'd you take this and make it longer? It was already made for TV. Y'all ever watch movies on your phone? Anybody? Yeah. Y'all ever watch a movie on your phone and get mad 5 minutes in because now you can't look at your phone? Where it's like, great, now I just have to watch this movie for 90 minutes? What am I? Like a slave? I wanted to look at Facebook and also get annoyed with that because it's awful. I didn't want to just watch this horrible movie just burdened with entertainment. We're going to start out really boring and then we're going to get real weird later, so get ready for that. I'm kind of like a handsome camper. I'm pretty intense, so I just like to creep into it. Yeah, it's a pun. Y'all ever see a Q-tip so dirty you hope somebody wiped their ass with it? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, if that came out of your ear, go to a doctor right now. Run! Sprint to the doctor! You are going to die. Jesus. It's brown. It's brown and red. Get it out of here. It's Easter weekend. Everybody excited?
Yeah, Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Easter Sunday. It's 420 right now. Holidays are really great. My favorite holiday is Halloween. How y'all feel about Halloween? Yeah, Halloween's great. It's fucking amazing. It's just like candy and like horror movies and like drinking costumes. It's great. I like going to haunted houses. Y'all ever do that? Yeah, they're fun. My favorite haunted house is in Nashville, and I love it because it's got a little bit of a weird name. Its name is Haunted Hell, and it's like A+ on alliteration. Great job on that. But why would you add anything else to hell? Like, side note, where it's like hell is already a place of eternal suffering and damnation. But also, there's a spooky ghost. Watch out. Oh no. Oh no. In addition to all the torture, there's also like, ooh. Can you imagine walking through that haunted house, just people chained up to the walls screaming, oh my God, somebody please end me. Every second all I feel is agony. I'm just whipped to pieces. I don't know what anything is but pain. Did that chair move? There's a chair in the back of the room. And I swear it moved. There's nobody behind that fucking chair, man. I'm so scared. Also, I've been raped every second I've been here. And it's real bad. But the chair thing, like, oh, my skin keeps getting peeled with a potato peeler and just growing back. Oh, I hate it. Did y'all hear the floor creak? Oh my gosh. The floor creaked in that part of the house and there's nobody there. My roommate's out of town. Dear God, I'm so scared. Oh, that's what I imagine it's like. A bunch of dummies. I hate it. So stupid. Just hell. Just go to hell. That's what you need to do. Did y'all know there's a big difference between a lady telling you she wants you to fuck her stupid and a lady telling you, I want you to fuck me, stupid? It's like, you have sex either way, where it's like high five, but also like, man, you don't gotta be that mean to me. That's not like really a turn on. I get it. My dick is so big it's dumb, but that doesn't mean you've got to be a fucking bitch about it. Like, Jesus. I think about doing stuff sexually sometimes. Sometimes I think about getting a sex change. Just so I can walk into places and go, y'all motherfuckers can call me Zoe Deschanel because I'm the new girl. And I just think it's a fun sentence to yell. I just want to see reactions, but I don't have like all the money to pump into that. It doesn't seem worth my time. I'm not actually interested, and I have a pretty decent dick. I don't want to get rid of it. Speaking of me having a decent dick, anybody here believe white privilege is real? Yeah, I know. Segue. I think it's real. I know it's real because I experienced it. It's a fun story. So I got pulled over for not having my lights on, as you do. The cop comes to the window, and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you didn't have your lights on. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, because that's white person for goodbye. I don't like confrontation. Go away. But thanks. And he's like, have you been drinking tonight? And I'm a pretty bad liar. So I go, yeah. So I had to get out of the car and do a field sobriety test, because that's what they make you do. So I'm doing all the classics, finger to nose, watch the flashlight, do the alphabet backwards. As we're going through all the motions, he's got a walkie-talkie on his hip. I can't hear what the person on the walkie-talkie says, but the cop, who's staring straight at me, goes, well, she's probably pissed because her son's a fucking drug dealer. Clearly does not give a shit that I'm there, where it's like, I'm just a dude who happened to be around. And I start laughing because I thought that was pretty funny. He's like, oh, is that funny? And I'm like, yeah. I'm DJ. And I stick my hand out, and he shakes my hand, and he's like, oh, cool. And this works. We just start having a conversation. We're just shooting the shit at this point. Just two dudes hanging out. Not one dude that got pulled over by a dude with a belt full of weapons that could kill him at any time and make up any reason and get zero repercussions. He'd get paid time off. Like, he'd get rewarded. So we're just talking. And at one point, I was like, that was a cool little flashlight you had earlier. And he's like, oh yeah, it's also a knife. And I'm like, cool. And he's like, yeah, if you would have came at me, I just would have block, 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 just stabbed you. Great, cool, that's awesome. And he's like, you want to see it? And of course I go, yeah. So he puts the cap back on, hands it to me, a regular person, who takes it and goes, so is it a twist off or a pull? And he goes, you just pull it. And I'm like, wow. I am so white. I've been pulled over and handed a weapon before and shown how to use it by police officer. It's like, I am a Disney princess for white trash. Like, it is amazing. What? Okay.
Corey, fix what you gotta fix. Sorry, we have to pause real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh my God, you guys stepping on my energy right now. I don't like your vibe.
Yeah. Well,
You think you're so above everybody, Nick? Just because you're a fucking stairs? Goddamn triple bastard, I'll fucking kill you. I'm just kidding, just tell me when to go, okay?
All the cameras are still going, so all the stuff you say can still make this.
Oh, okay, cool. So the part where I'm just real shitty to you for no goddamn reason, that's fucking great. Hey, fuck you! Hey, fuck everybody for coming out. Like, fuck y'all for recording the cameras and recording audio. Fuck the other comics on the lineup. I guess.
Alright, well, continue.
Is it fixed or no? Should I get? No, I've got a shovel. A shovel. A little about me. I'm the worst person at talking. I I do that all the time. One time, I was talking to my girlfriend, and I'm like, is this that song that sings that song? And that's the sentence I said. Trying to get... I said pork chovers yesterday because I was trying to say leftover pork chops. I am just the worst. Pork chovers. Not anything. Not even real. God damn it.
Amber is the color of your energy.
Whoa! Amber is the color of my energy. I've had this song stuck in my head since last night. Alright, we're just gonna go back to jokes now. I hope the audio's fixed. This was, boy oh boy. What the fuck were we talking about? I have a micro penis, huh? I know. It's not small, it just does a lot of dirty jobs. You know, I have a micro penis. It is a joke. Whoa. I like doing weird stuff sexually. It's stupid. But it's true. Recently I had sex with a VHS copy about a doll that kills people. And y'all might say, that sounds pretty hard to do. And I'd say, it's child's play.
Yeah!
I also had sex with a DVD copy of a movie about a doll that kills people, and y'all might say, that sounds even harder. And I'd say, it's child's play too.
I love it.
It's just for you. It's all for you, Damien. I figured you'd appreciate it. Let's see. I like the Bible some. My favorite, speaking of sex, the Bible. My favorite story from the Bible, Samson killed 1,000 people with the jawbone of a donkey. And you might say, what did you learn from that? And I was like, oh, I learned if you put your ass to work, you can really make a killing. It's a pretty useful story. That's pretty great. Well, let's see. Anybody here know anybody that's like a prepper, a doomsday prepper? Yeah. Ooh, somebody here is. I get part of it. I don't trust the government either. But they always have the same two-step plan, and it's stockpile ammo and build a metal bunker underground. And I get step one. I totally get step one. If you thought the government was going to come in and blow your head off, shoot first. I mean, they're going to shoot 1 million more times, so this won't work. But you go out blazing. Exactly. You go out swinging. That's fine. But building a metal bunker, it's like, why would you do that? It's like, I believe the government is an all-knowing and all-powerful entity. So what I did was I brought property in the middle of nowhere and built a metal cave underground with one entrance that is also the exit. So if the government finds me, I'm essentially trapped. All they have to do is place something large over the entrance, which is also the exit. And my whole life is ruined. If the entire U.S. government has access to $30 and a Home Depot, all they have to do is buy some concrete and smooth over my way out. And they don't even have to shoot me. I will starve to death. And you know what's worse than starving to death? Making it. Your line makes it. Your kids have kids, and their kids have kids with their kids, and they just come out with blood bluer than the English royal family's teeth. They're just like, they look like they survived the Holocaust that never happened, the nuclear Holocaust, not the other one. For clarification, nuclear Holocaust. And they just gnaw their horrible, mutated teeth through the metal grate, claw out, and just sit there as like, maybe you should just go at that point. Just let them kill you, it's fine. Nothing could be worse.
God damn.
So I travel to do this sometimes. It's really fun. I like it. You hear weird stuff on the road? which is sometimes real fun, sometimes terrible. One time I was at a gas station in the middle of nowhere. It was 30 miles to the next, just a gas station. And I bought gas, was walking out the door, and the gas station clerk said, "Good luck out there." And I've never stopped thinking about it. But this was in like really rural Kentucky, so it was like, "Good luck out there." And I'm like, don't do that! That's how every horror movie starts! I'm alone driving to a place I don't know, and then you say this shit? I'm gonna get murdered in a mansion after my car breaks down. God damn it, don't curse me. Don't you put that evil on me. Bullshit.
God damn it.
But my favorite thing I've seen while traveling, it was a billboard for A1 tactical and security gear. And A1 makes a fine sauce, but like tactical and security gear, that's such a weird second step. Can you imagine the commercial to this? Just a lady walking down an alley with her purse, minding her business, and a dude walks up with a gun and he's like, "Give me your purse!" And she's like, "No!" And reaches into her purse and pulls out a bottle of A1 and just smashes it over his head and just starts stabbing him and 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 stabbing him, stabbing him and 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 stabbing him. And then a couple minutes later, she's still stabbing him and 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 stabbing him. She doesn't want to do this anymore. But this man ruined her day. Came at her with a gun. She had to do what she did. She's protecting this house. She's so mad. All she knows is rage. And why did he do this today? Yesterday was laundry day. She was wearing sweatpants. This would have been fine. This blood's going to get all over her outfit. And it won't come out. There's practically more blood on the ground around him than like in him at this point. Like, and she can't tell what's blood and what's steak sauce. Just stabbing him, and stabbing him, and stabbing him, stabbing him, and stabbing him, and stabbing him, practically chipping the ground, just going. Ugh. And then eventually, she starts pulling back and looks into the camera. And she says, "Thanks, A1," and a narrator goes, "A1 tactical and security gear for when your life's at stake?" And that's the whole thing? You guys are amazing. That's it for me.
Keep it going for DJ Buckley, everybody. What? Are you yelling up there now? Oh, you get, okay.
That was so
You
good.
could have saved that for later, Nick. We could have kept the show going without you yelling.
You
Stop heckling, motherfucker. Hey, we're recording.
On my time, I'll say what I please.
All right, we ready for our next comic? We having fun? Yeah. Let's give it up for one of my very, very favorite comics. She is actually open for Cat Williams, so you guys need to give her applause right now to make her at least that way we deserve her. Give it up for Miss Jessica Carter.
What's up, Hookah Connection? How are y'all doing? Awesome! It's so good to be here. I'm very excited, y'all. I just paid off a credit card. Fuck yeah, I feel so good. Now I'm calling those fuckers every 30 days to remind them I paid the shit off.
That's right.
Every 30 days. Hey, remember that credit card I have with you? I paid that shit off. Thanks. That's it. But I am very happy to be here for you guys. It's a great venue. Give it up for all the comics you've seen so far. Awesome. I recently had back surgery, so it's good to be out and about. And I gotta tell you, you don't realize how much shit you drop until you can't pick shit up. I was at home by myself after I had surgery, and I decided to treat myself to some Oreos I had in my kitchen cabinet. I walked over to the cabinet, grabbed the Oreos, and they fell straight to the floor, y'all. And all I could do was just stare at them. I was like, oh, shit. But ladies, I have discovered a fabulous new diet plan. Step number 1, have extremely painful back surgery. Step number 2, go home and open your kitchen cabinets and just drop all the shit on the floor you're not supposed to eat. I have lost 5 pounds. Unfortunately, my dog is now a diabetic. I didn't make him eat that shit. He chose to eat that shit. That is all on him. Speaking of food, I gotta tell you, there's something going on today that has me very angry, very upset, very irritated in today's society, y'all. There are too many damn Triscuit flavors now, y'all. I almost had a nervous breakdown in the cracker aisle at Kroger the other day. Because they got crushed black pepper and sea salt. They got fire roasted red pepper. They got rosemary and garlic. You know, I read all that shit out loud. I sound like I'm casting a damn spell at Kroger. It's like, eye of newt, wing of bat, rosemary of Triscuit. That's it. Try not to eat too many crackers and shit like that, though. But I'm trying to be healthy and eat the right things like all of us. But it's so hard to be healthy when every food you like ends in an O. Like Fritos, tacos, ho-hos, Cheerios, Dickos. I eat a shitload of Dickos, y'all. Shitload of Dickos, man. Well, it's high protein. Oh gosh. But like I said, I am trying to be healthy, and I like to read articles about shortcuts with dieting, like all of us, you know. I like the shortcuts. And I read an article recently that said, if you drink 2 glasses of red wine, it is the equivalent of going to the gym for 45 minutes. Revelation! Praise be. So, like I said, I'm a fan of crash dieting, you know. So the other night when I was drinking a box of red wine, I decided to call up and cancel my gym membership. And it went something like this. Hello? Yes, hello. Planet Fitness. Yes, hello. Suck a dick, Planet Fitness! Woo! Hey. I got a new personal trainer now. His name is Merlot. And guess what? He's only $10 too! Eat a dick! And that's why I am banned from every Planet Fitness. Couldn't get healthy if I wanted to, y'all. Couldn't do it. But I do have a good friend who is a personal trainer. And every time some sort of fad happens, you know, workout fad, that's really like crazy and he enjoys, like the insanity workout. Do you remember that one? Like a few years ago that came out, the insanity workout. And then they had the beach body workout. And he would call me up and he'd be like, hey, Jessica, you need to check out that beach body workout. Try that beach body workout. Check out that beach body workout. And finally I just had to tell him, nah, man, I'm good. I already practiced what I call the swamp body workout. You know, I'm pretty stagnant. I got a bunch of shit growing all over me. I'm a little smelly. And every once in a while, I'll let a crazy redneck just dive on in me. That's right. That's a swamp body workout. I'm a fan. I wear my couples. Are there couples in here tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's great. I'm glad y'all are here. Got a little bit of advice for the couples. Don't get drunk and order a sex toy online. My ex-husband and I, we did that one night. He got hammered. He got a shit face. And he was looking through sex toys online. He was like, hey, baby, I'm going to get you this. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. So he ordered this sex toy for me. And it shows up a week later after much sobriety has passed. It shows up, and this dildo that showed up, y'all, what he thought was 12 inches, which was plenty, was actually 21 inches. This dildo was hanging out of my mailbox, y'all. Like the balls were dangling out of the end. It was so heavy, my mailbox was bent over. It looked like it was frowning. Why did you order this? My poor mailbox had to file sexual assault charges against me for ordering the damn thing. Oh, messed up. I got a good friend of mine who's a teacher. Do we have any teachers in the audience tonight? Getting high, hanging out. This is coming. But really, one of my best and dearest friends, she's a teacher, actually in Louisville, and she teaches at an all-boys Catholic high school there. And she's single like me and does online dating sometimes. And one of her former students from about 10 years ago found her on a dating website. Yeah. And guess what he decided to do? He decided to send her a video of him jerking off.
Yeah! Did it work?
Oh, you just wait. I asked her, I was like, girl, I can't believe that happened. What did you do? What did you do, girl? What did you do? And she looked me dead in my eyes and she said, Jessica, what do you think I did? I graded that shit. I broke out the red pen and started circling things. Like right here at 30 seconds, your technique is very poor, young man. That's why the video ends at 60 seconds. And what about the grammar on the title of this video, young man? Bend over, show me that thing, what it do, yo? I don't think so, young man. I don't think so. And based on your equipment, young man, it looks like I will be grading on a curve. I like how that one took a minute to sink in. Oh. I had fun though. About a year ago, y'all, I was celebrating my birthday and I got to go to Universal Studios for the first time ever in my life.
Yeah!
Oh, it was so fun. I had a blast. I was at the one in Los Angeles visiting some friends, and we were having so much fun going on all the rides. And we were waiting in line in the Simpsons ride, and my friend I was with, he had just had major heart surgery. And of course on the sign before you go on a ride, you know, it says, if you've had this X, Y, and Z, don't get on this ride. And I looked at my friend, I was like, oh my gosh, look at number 3. You know, it says if you have any heart problems, don't ride this ride. Are you going to be okay? And he was like, oh yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be all right. And then he looked at me and he goes, well, what about you? Look at number 8. And number 8 was, if you are pregnant, do not ride this ride. And I looked at my friend and I said, oh, if I were pregnant, I would definitely be riding this ride. Hello? And it got me thinking, you know, why doesn't Planned Parenthood just sponsor a ride at an amusement park? That'd be great. It would make the process a little more fun. You know? That'd be great. It'd be awesome, you know? It'd be You tell your friends about it. I was like, I went on the Planned Parenthood ride. It was great. I waited in 45 minutes, I waited 45 minutes, and then this guy, he just kicked me down the stairs. Best ride ever.
Oh my God.
Yes!
I accidentally went out with a racist. I'm addicted to cute animal videos on YouTube, y'all. I love cute animal videos. And I especially love the ones that are the animals that are hanging out that are the unexpected friends. It's like, oh my gosh, look at this monkey and this cat hang out. It's so cute. They're unexpected friends. And I got to thinking about it. That's so cute with animals, but doesn't really work with, the ugly animals. Like, it's only cute animals. Like, no one gives a shit if it's the ugly animals. No one's ever like, oh my God, look at this tapeworm and this great white shark hang out. Oh, so cute. It's unexpected friends. And it definitely does not work with people. It would not work with people. Because it would be like, oh my gosh, this is Mary. She lives in a 1% neighborhood. And this is Dave. He's homeless and just took a shit in the corner. Look at him hang out. They're unexpected friends. What do they have in common? They both love heroin. Unexpected friends. I like that reaction. That's probably one of the better ones I've gotten in a long time. I haven't been up north a lot. I admit, I'm from the South, grew up in Nashville. Recently went to New Jersey for the first time, y'all. Majestic, New Jersey. It's fantastic. I really did have a great time. It was awesome. But unfortunately, I got sick while I was there, and I had to go into a walk-in clinic, And I go in, and my doctor's his name was Dr. Sal. His name was Dr. Sal. And I went in there, and I was like, am I supposed to get antibiotics or a slice of pizza from you? I don't know at this point. But he was great. I told him, I said, you know what, I'm worried I might have, a sinus infection, and worst case scenario, I could possibly have, strep throat. And he goes, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you a fucking Z-Pack. Okay? Because if it's a sinus infection, it's going to knock it the fuck out. All right? And if it's strep throat, it's going to knock it the fuck out. I said, okay. I said, here's your fucking prescription. I walk out, Joe Pesci, he handed my antibiotics to me. He's like, here's your antibiotics and a slice of pizza. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for seeing Dr. Sal.
Oh my God.
It's very different down south. Doctors are a little different. They're like, just soak it in Epsom sauce and take some aspirin. That's it. That's doctors at home. It's one of my favorite news stories from last year was the one about kids eating Tide Pods. Do you remember that? I just thought that was ridiculous. The kids eating Tide Pods. And I'm sorry, but if you're the type of person that walks down the laundry detergent aisle at the grocery store and you're like, oh man, everything looks delicious. Look at the Woolite, it's top shelf. Chances are, if you're that type of person, the universe universe wants you to kindly exit the human gene pool anyway. Get the fuck out. That's it. I have never, ever wanted to eat a Tide Pod. Ever. But I would drink the shit out of some Fabuloso. Oh my God, it looks like purple drink. It looks delicious. One of my friends last summer tried to, fix me up with somebody, do a little bit of a blind date, She was having a cookout at her house, and she invited me to come, invited this guy, and there was a swimming pool, and I was hanging out with this guy, and he was really fun, but he was showing off in the swimming pool too much, how guys like to show off, he was splashing me in the swimming pool, and this is a big dude, he's 6'5", 300 pounds, and he was splashing me, but they were like mini tsunamis in my face, each one, and finally I was like, okay man, yeah, I get it, you can splash. And he goes, yeah, that's right. My daddy taught me how to splash. What the fuck? Most dudes are proud because their dad teaches them, how to hunt or how to fish or how to change the oil in the car. He was like, no, my daddy taught me how to splash. And guess what? My granddaddy was a splasher, and my great-granddaddy was a splasher. All of us know how to splash. And of course, me, being a smart ass, I looked at him and said, oh, well, that's cool. Your dad, he taught you how to splash. Well, guess what? My mom taught me how to squirt. My mama was a squirter. My grandmama was a squirter. My great-grandmama was a squirter in the old country, came over to America, taught American women how to squirt. We've never been out again. Just kidding. He calls me all the time. He's into that squirting shit. So I got a question for my couples out here, for the ladies. Does your man snore? Does he snore at night?
Oh my God!
No? No?
Fiercely fancy.
Oh, this joke is for you, honey. This joke is for you for sure. Yeah, my ex-husband, he used to snore so loud at night. So, every night. It was like, and it scared me so bad one night, I jumped up out of bed and I looked at him and I was like, holy shit, am I fucking a dragon? Do I need to hire some hobbits to come kill this fucker? No. And it was really bad. It was really bad. And every night it was a and it would be like 3 a.m. and I gotta be up at 6 and it's a and when it's that late at night, it's 3 a.m. and you're listening to the bullshit and staring at the ceiling, you're listening. It makes you think of everything that has ever gone wrong in your relationship ever. Yep, one night, he was at it again, and I got so angry, I just jumped up out of bed and I screamed at him, why have you never sent flowers to me at work? Gotta watch Tina and Diane and Mary, their men all send them flowers to work. Why have you never sent flowers to me? You know what? Tomorrow you better send me some goddamn flowers to work because I am about to slay this dragon. And gentlemen, if you take away anything from my set tonight, just remember this. Send flowers to your woman at work.
Yeah!
Yeah, you know why?
No.
Because you will get some of the best head you have ever had in your life. I don't know what it is. As soon as you send flowers to a woman at work, we got another tongue that pops out from under this tongue like a damn alien. And you will get crazy head. I'm not talking about like, oh, it's 10 o'clock, I gotta be up at 5. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, and it's hard to do because y'all can't see me behind the counter, but that's it. crazy, insane head. And I believe in this so firmly that I have a very simple formula for all of you gentlemen to remember this. Super important. Send flowers to your woman at work, because flowers plus work equals head. She's even got little handlebars. This is the official Jessica Carter comedy t-shirt, and I will be selling these after the show. If you want one. I live in a shady neighborhood at home, y'all. And I love it. Yeah, thank you. I love it. I love living in a shady neighborhood because it always keeps me on my toes. Never know what to expect. For example, my neighbor's 15-year-old daughter came over the other day and she knocked on my door. And I thought, oh, well, maybe she needs to borrow a cup of sugar. No, this is what she said when I opened the door. Hi. Y'all don't want to buy any Xanax, do ya? And I said, no. And in fact, you need to get off my property. And don't even think about coming back here till you have some damn Percocets.
Yeah! I mean, no.
Ohio's like, what opioid crisis? Don't worry, Tennessee's the same way too. Like I said, I am from Nashville, from the South, and I love Nashville. It's a great city. If you've never been, come check it out. It's a really fun city. DJ actually does tours there. He's awesome at it. If you like this crazy comedy, you should watch him show you around Nashville. It's pretty crazy. It's awesome. It's great. But it's growing so fast. It's more violent than it was when I was growing up. It's just crazy now. Like, we have these two main strips downtown. We have Broadway and 2nd Avenue. And I was meeting some friends on Broadway one night, and I couldn't get into the bar because there was a fist fight going on in front of the bar. And I was texting my friends like, I can't get in there. There's a fist fight going on. So I waited a few minutes. The fist fight finally stopped. And then immediately after the fist fight, an old school knife fight broke out. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. It's crazy. And see, I was a theater major when I went to school, and coming across a knife fight, that is very difficult for theater majors. That's very hard on us, because whenever a theater major comes across a knife fight, we have one very important decision to make. Do I do the choreography from West Side Story right now? Or do I do the choreography from Michael Jackson's Beat It video?
Tied together.
So I jumped in the middle of that knife fight, and I did both, y'all. I was like, crazy, cool, no one wants to be defeated. And I broke up that knife fight, y'all. Thank you very much. They were like, hold on. We have to stop this knife fight because there's a crazy bitch in here doing shitty choreography right now. All right, y'all, I'm Jessica Carter. I'm going to get on out of here.
Yeah!
Thank you so much for coming out. We hope you had a good time. You're welcome.
So let's keep it going for Jessica Carter, everybody. And now we have got to the headliner for the evening. He is one of my very good friends. He's been dragging me around, having me do comedy with him for a very long time. He hosts the Dark Mike Rises in Nashville. He recorded his comedy album here, live from the Hookah Connection last year. Give it up for Mr. Nick Woodruff.
My good friend Brook Jolley, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. It's awesome. It's super fucking good to be back. It's awesome to be back. Make some noise for yourself. This is super cool. I'll say some stuff that doesn't have necessarily a lot to do with comedy because I'm really enjoying it. You guys are super awesome, and I couldn't think of a cooler, more fun place to shoot like our first video special. This is the Nash Exodus tour. All of these comics that you've seen tonight, make some noise for them. They're the shit. I love all of them. I do comedy with all of them in Nashville. They're amazing, and I'm glad I got to, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, share my friends with you. Also, they did a shit ton of comedy tonight, and now I feel like everybody's sick of comedy. It's perfect. It's great. It's like, oh, and now your headliner, who everyone has been waiting all night to be sick of. That's great. I don't like me. They're not going to go home with me. Imagine how I feel. Like, that's a long trip. You fucking guys. Seriously. I recorded my record here last year at the Hookah Connection. Once again, thank you, Patrick Blasco and the Hookah Connection for hooking us up. Thank you. I recorded my CD here last year. I've sold tens of copies of these. Actually, I've sold over 100. That's okay. Physical copies, over 100 in a year. I ordered another 100. I've sold probably 20 or 30 this weekend. That's awesome. That's really good. So if anybody didn't buy one and didn't get one for free tonight, Mikey, the one guy didn't get one yet. Here's what I got. I got this CD. It is Nick Woodruff live from the Hookah Connection. I recorded it on 4/20 last year, right here, standing in the same stupid spot. Way drunker though. I am selling this record for $10. It's available to you. There's 17 tracks on it, produced by Subpar Studios. It's a good record. I enjoy it. It's for sale for $10. I also have this version of the record. It's the enhanced version. It also has 17 tracks. It's the same record. It's $50. It comes with weed. So, if you're interested in some records, I need the money. Cool. Yeah, you want that one, Mikey? I figured. That's good. I got one enhanced version left just for you, buddy. Cool. What do you guys think of the glasses? Are the glasses cool? Everybody's been trying to get them all night. You guys like my sunglasses? Yeah, cool. It's like the thing I'm doing. So I wear these now when I go out, so when older people in the room are trying to determine where that smell is coming from, they don't blame a minority. I'm taking one. I'm like giving back. It's my white privilege giving back is what I'm trying to do. Jessica Carter looking at me like she's like, I shouldn't like that at all. She's like, fuck you, man. Cool. Great. Glad I could help you out. Alright, fine. Whatever. I'm wearing them anyway. That's how it's going down. That's how it's going down. Fucking record. I'm committed. I paid for headshots. Guys, alright, here's a comedy secret. I don't care if this makes the fucking record, the special or not. I don't care. I don't care what happens at this point. They got the rest of the comics. That's kind of like, I did a record last year. We got something for them. But I'm going to tell you something. So I paid for, we went to Knoxville and I booked shows. Like Brook Jolley kind of said. But the truth of the matter is I get booked for shows because people want to see me. And Brook Jolley is, often going with me because I don't want to drive. So I got... He's got a van that's super comfortable, and he's always got weed. Brook Jolley is the Tom Petty of my traveling Wilburys, is what he is. In case you want to know. How many ukuleles can you fit in that tar van, Brook Jolley, is what I'm saying.
All of them.
All of them. Fucking all of them. So we went to Knoxville. And I booked professional headshots with Tanya Cinnamon Studios. You guys don't know her, it's fine, it doesn't matter. But I booked professional headshots because I'm trying to be a fucking professional comedian. I'm so trying. I booked professional headshots and I paid money for them and I bought time. We got there a little late, traffic was awful. And we're there and Brooks there and he's like, I mean, we're here and I brought a change of clothes if you're, I could... If you're taking his picture already, I might as well weasel my way into some fucking headshots. So, whatever. I'm glad I can help everyone's careers where I'm at. But I took pictures in these fucking sunglasses, so I'm committed for the next fucking year until I can afford headshots again. I'm wearing these fucking sunglasses. Get used to it.
They work.
Thanks. Cool. I think they're awesome. Also, it's really fucking helpful to have a filter between me and reality. Really it is. It stops so many chokings. It's a true story. Guys, as you know, I am a married man. You guys, most of you know my wife, and I have 2 daughters. They're amazing, and it's really cool, and I love being a father and a husband. Actually, and we drove around here when we got to town, and we looked, I'm like, hey, guys, when I was telling the Nashville guys, hey, look, that's Washington Park in the gazebo, that's where I got married. You guys remember when I got married? A lot of you were there. I got married on 9/9/09. So I'd only have to ever remember one fucking number in my life. And no matter what I do, one number, that's all I got. Alzheimer's, one number. It's 9! It is Hitler's birthday, so that's all I need to remember. 9! 9! Why'd you get married? 9. 9. Enjoy your 9. So you got that. Cool. So, yeah. I live in a house with a wife, 2 daughters. So, a lot of women. A lot of crying in my house. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of crying in my house. We usually, one of them will put their hand on my shoulder and tell me to suck it up and put on my big girl panties and we'll move on with the day. And it does. It's helpful. Sometimes a hug is all you need. My wife is an amazing woman. Give it up for my wife. She's not here. Don't take care of my kids. She is. She's fantastic. My wife, she's strong and she's smart. And my wife she's a feminist atheist. She doesn't believe in God, who's obviously a woman. She fucking hates that joke. Hates that joke so much. All the women I can see staring. That's how she feels about it too. Good. It's my life. It's how it goes. And it ruins things. It's my duty as a dad. I said duty. That would be hilarious in my house. Hilarious. I don't really know what to do, guys, with women. Some of you remember that I used to work at strip clubs before I owned a bar. You guys remember I owned a bar? Yeah, you guys know me from a lot of things. Has anybody seen my sex tape? So a roll of sweat-resistant adhesive I used to strap back my fat when I do manage to get it at a woman, and I've misplaced it, so if you've seen my sex tape... terrible, I'm just kidding. It's just regular duct tape. It's not sweat-proof at all. It's got Hello Kitties on it. It's fine. Let me ask you this. As I mentioned, I don't know a lot about women. I know wipe front to back, don't be a practice girl. That's what I know. That's what I know about women. Again, my wife loves that joke. It's like a lot of help. Who here has the hold on, I'll find out. Baby Shark. Fuck yeah. Baby Shark is Nuck If You Buck for toddlers. Is it Nuck If You Buck? What? That might not translate well. It's fine. What I'm saying, that song is lit as fuck if you a toddler, right? Baby Shark is Nuck If You Buck for toddlers. And if you guys ever read about like a riot that happened at a Chuck E. Cheese, it's because they played Baby Shark followed by Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes back to back. And like Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, like there's a lot of similar comparisons I can make from like rap culture and toddler culture. Like these are things that you can compare together. I know, I do that joke just for DJ Buckley. Rap culture and toddler culture because like Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. You remember that song, Wipe Me Down? Shoulders, chest, pants, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And the thing I learned about running a club, and Mark, you remember, is that you can't play 2 trap bangers back to back because a riot will ensue. So if you ever read about a riot at Chuck E. Cheese, it's because they played Baby Shark and Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes back to back. You can't do that because one kid will get too hype and lit, and one will step on another baby's Weebach, and the shit will go down. What you need to do is break that shit up. You need to get them thinking about maybe nap time, finding a boo and taking a nap, getting a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Bottle service in the daycare is important. So you play Mary Had a Little Lamb or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You got to bring that shit down. I don't know. But nonetheless, I don't know shit about chicks. So that's what I was saying. I know a lot about trap music, as we learned, but what I'm not sure of is it okay? So if you've got kids, as we just determined, if you have more than one, you got 2 small boys, right?
Yeah.
Do they take baths together?
Oh, yeah.
They do. Is that okay? Max? Is it okay if your kids take baths together? Mark? Is it okay? Tom? Kids take baths together?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? I don't know. I've been asking people all over the country doing comedy, and like I get mixed reviews. Some people are like, "No, that's not good at all. That's a teaser man." Like, I remember, no. Some are like, "Yeah, it's no big deal." And I come from the school. I don't know if it's okay anymore. Like the climate of what's inappropriate and what's not is become very blurry to me as a parent. I don't really know what to do, so I ask other people. And one time, I called my friend who I know who's got a couple kids, and I'm like, "Hey, man, Do your kids take baths together? Yeah, they take baths together. Oh, cool. You got boys, right? Yeah, it's not weird? No. Oh, how old are your kids? Oh, they're 12 and 17. What the fuck? No, wait, that's not good. No, wait. No. My kids they're on the spectrum. Do you know what I mean? My kids are on the spectrum, and as far as I know, retarded siblings can take baths together till one of them dies and it's fine. Holy shit. Remind me never to ask you about parenting again, Mike. Thanks for being here tonight. You guys know him. He was here last year. He couldn't make it tonight. But I don't know. So I'm not sure. Seems okay to me. Like, my oldest daughter is 5. My youngest daughter is about to be 2. Seems fine. Till recently, I saw the little one put her toe in the big one's vagina. Is it still okay? I'm not sure anymore if that's still okay. Maybe we should separate them. Maybe they can't take baths together. Or maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe they're just pussyfooting around. So, back to my merchandising. I've got stickers that say pussyfooting. If you want to put them on the back of your car, that'd be fantastic. I don't know what it is. You just... It's fine. It's fine. That's what I did is I took the super long, dirty, bumpy back road to an upfront pun, and that's something I do in comedy sometimes as a father. I don't know. It's fine. Guys, anybody have a birthday last year? Let's get back to being relatable, to telling relatable jokes. You guys had a DJ Buckley. What'd you do for your birthday last year, buddy?
I share a birthday with my mom, so
You did your mom for your birthday? That's awesome! Just like the first day. Back in that thing, just like day one. From the earth from whence I came. That your mom loves. Sorry, man. I know you got to ride the band together. I'm going to ask somebody else now, Werner. He said I'm going to ask somebody else. Is that okay? Cool.
That's going to be the whole special.
The whole special is just, DJ, what'd you do for your birthday last year? My mom and I share a birthday together. Next. Hey, anybody have a birthday last year? I like my jokes to be relatable. I hope they're relatable. It's fine. Fucking Michelle Muldoon is back there looking at me like Tracy Barkley. Like, she's like, thank you so much. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me say it again. Hey, anybody have a birthday last year? I like my jokes to be relatable. I had a birthday. Yeah, I had a birthday last year. I don't know if I'm gonna have one this year. Honestly, I'm about over it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. But last year for my birthday, I quit smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a task. It was difficult. I smoke cigarettes. You guys have known me for a long time. A lot of you have. Some of you haven't. But I quit smoking cigarettes because, like, not because I give a shit about my own fucking health, obviously, obviously, but because a week before my birthday, my oldest daughter Lila told my wife, week before my birthday, for Daddy's birthday, we should get him some cigarettes. He really seems to like those. Fuck. Like, if any of you pieces of shit were like, hey, Nick, for your birthday, we got you some cigarettes. You really seem to like those. And I'd be like, you're right. You really like them. You're a good friend. Thank you. I could use these right now. It's true. But when you're beautiful, blonde, innocent, virgin until that bath incident, daughter tells your wife, when she tells your wife for Daddy's birthday we should get him some cigarettes, you fucking stop smoking cigarettes. And I did, and it was hard. It was really fucking difficult because I smoked cigarettes for a long time. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 9 years old because I had problems in my house. I fucked up a little kid. Also, like, I was kind of raised by TV. If you remember from my last special, Born Black, didn't have a father, so a lot of TV influenced my life. And, you know, I learned that when you have sex, you're supposed to smoke cigarettes after. As I said, I started smoking when I was 9 because I mean, the priest had cigarettes there in the rectory. I mean, I figure you're in for a picture, in for a pound, right? And I was in for a pound. Several pounds occurred. Half of that is not true. I am fatty unfuckable. That's my rap name. Like, even priests wouldn't fuck me back then. Come on, you guys know. It doesn't matter that I had tits at 9. I did smoke cigarettes though at 9. I quit and it was hard, as we discussed. It was very difficult. And one of the things that helped me, like, manage, my psychoses in doing this was like the first weekend I told my daughter, I'm like, hey, well, I do a lot of shopping. Separate the women folk from the other women folk so we don't kill each other. So I do a lot of the shopping, and I told my daughter, hey, at the end of the trip, I'm going to buy you pick out something you want. The money I've saved, quitting smoking, money I've saved, not buying cigarettes, I'm going to buy you whatever you want. You pick out whatever you want. Buy you something nice. She said, oh, Daddy, I love you so much. You're the best daddy. And maybe on the way home, if you're thirsty, we can stop in and get you a whiskey. And I had not had a drink for the last 90-something days until I got to Ohio. That's true. No, I did. I fucking quit drinking because, you fucking guys were like, when I took you shopping and bought you something nice at the end of the night, and you're like, I don't know what to fucking get you. No. It was just that time. That's not the reason why. It's because of that time. Sometimes you just know when it's time something is running its course. You guys ever not realize how drunk you are until you get up out of the car and you're like, I should not have been driving. Woo! That mug is upside down. Hey, you kids all right? No, not fucking my kids. Not my kids. That's not even my car, but nonetheless, whew, I remember puking into my hand, like throwing it out the window, singing Freebird. The window wasn't even open. Like, I just throwed it down, and fuck. If I blew here out the window, wake up upside fucking down. Look, there's like 7 true stories that I put together to make one joke. I don't want you to think I'm a fucking monster, because that is not the case. It's not the case. I did, though. I quit drinking. I didn't. I stopped drinking. I had a shot with the team last night after it had been, I wanted to get to the 90-day mark, and I did. I successfully did that. Didn't have a drink for 90 days. It was really impressive to myself. I was proud of myself, but it was tough. And all that. Thank you. That's fine. I don't care. That's why we do things. It's for fucking free applause. Thanks, you fucking pieces of shit. It's fine. It's fine. We do things because we want to make sacrifices for our family. We love our family. We do stuff for them. And they're awesome. They remind you all the time how precious they are. They fill your heart with joy. Like I was at the dinner table recently, and my oldest daughter, who inspired me for a lot of the set, told my wife, Mama, I love you more than sunshine. Oh, that's fucking amazing. Of course, my wife tells her, Lila, I love you more than strawberries. That's pretty good. Lila says, Mama, I love you more than chocolate. Dang. Lila, I love you more than flowers. Mama, I love you more than candy. Lila, I love you more than rainbows. Mama, I love you more than unicorns. Lila, I love you more than hugs. Mama, I love you more than Doc McStuffins. Ooh, that's a big one. Lila, I love you more. I slam my fucking hand down and I say, I love you more than cigarettes and whiskey. It's true, I do. I love her more than cigarettes and whiskey. But if she ever finds out about weed and jerking off, she is going to need cigarettes and whiskey to help her cope with the loss of her father. So had very little that he loves left to live for. Sure, it's fine. Guys, we're gonna wrap this fucking night up. I appreciate you one more time. Thanks. Let's have a big round of applause for me. Thanks. Yeah, I've had a great time. It's been a really great show. Yeah, what I liked all of it. I'm gonna tell you one more joke. If you did, once again, buy my record. I got stickers. I got fucking buttons. I got buttons that say Steve. Yeah. I got one more weed one if you want the weed one. I got pussy. Who wants a pussyfooting one? Oh yeah, for sure. If you remember my record, I got Steve buttons. Have a Steve. I'm just throwing stuff now, and people aren't even looking. I don't give a shit. Corey, pussyfooting, fine. But as you know, music is important to me. We talked about a lot of things throughout the evening. I'm going to end on this. Like, music is important to me. I talked about all the positive influence music had on me. My last record, and growing up, and ZZ Top, and classic rock. We talked about all that, right? Hopefully you remember. If you don't listen to my old record, I'll stop right now. Pretty good, huh? I sucked Gump's dick. You guys remember that? I sucked Gump's dick. That was good. I did. I sucked his dick. Pound me too. Am I right, buddy? Yeah. Cool.
So funny.
But I've decided that I'm done with something. I'm done fucking being lied to musically. Really fucking over that. You know, all the positive influence music has had in my life, I'm fucking tired of being lied to through music. Tired of it. I got my first real 6-string. Bought it at the 5 and I played it till my fingers bled. You guys know what year Bryan Adams was born? 1959. How old does that make him in 1969? Fucking 10 years old! It makes him 10 years old. There's no way he had a band where Julie quit and Jimmy got married and all that other shit happened in that fucking song. That shit did not happen when he was 10. You know what that fucking song's about? Are you tired of being lied to? You tired of... Is it Summer of 6? That song is about the simultaneous and mutual exchange of oral sex and the first time it happened to Bryan Adams. That's what the fuck that song is about. It's about the first time Bryan Adams got his dick sucked while he was eating pussy, and it was phenomenal. It was good enough to write a goddamn song about, and I don't think we need to fucking fail that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, just... And Stevie Nicks. Fucking Stevie Nicks. Look. The spread of misinformation stops right fucking here. I've been thinking of changing cause I've been You know what song that is? You know what's the name of that song?
Landslide.
Landslide. You know what's wrong with that title? She mentioned several times about the snow-covered hills. You know what happens when the snow-covered hills come down? It's a fucking avalanche! It's called an avalanche, Stevie Nicks! It's an avalanche! It's not a fucking landslide! You're fucking making stupid kids since the 1970s! You dumb bitch! It's an avalanche! Thanks for coming out to our special tonight, everybody! Appreciate you! Have a good night!